Bases loaded situations, some kick balls out there too, kind of crazy.
It was really crazy, especially early in the game. We had some really good at-bats early in the game and got off to a nice lead, and then a couple of plays at second base we don't make, and boom, 3-run homer, and they're right back in the game. I thought Cartwright was really throwing the ball well. The first inning he cruised, and in the second inning, a little defensive help, he might have cruised as well. But they give credit Southern Miss. Kid hits a 3-run homer right back in the game, but then we came right back at him, and we had some big nights from some guys, some good clutch hitting. Stevenson, I know, had a big night. Ibarra had a big 2-run double. There were several big hits for us, which was really nice to see. And finally, we settled down a little bit out of the bullpen as well, and pieced it together nice. So it was a good win for us. Good way to start the road trip.
Pontiff Classic, always a special venue and environment, and I know it means a lot to the Pontiff family and the fans here.
Well, every time when we watch that video in the 7th inning, I just can't help but sit there and think as a parent how tough that must have been. It still must be, to live with every day, to lose a child. I just don't even know how people find the strength to deal with it. And now tomorrow, we're going up to Memphis, and we're going to visit the St. Jude's Children's Hospital. I mean, there's just so much human suffering in the world, and you sit back and you think about how insignificant really a baseball game is, and how fortunate we are to have the opportunities that we have with our health and so forth, and it just kind of brings everything back into perspective. And I'm glad we do this game because it just gives us a chance to remember Wally and to keep his memory alive, and to set as an example to our current players, what a real student athlete is all about, and the way you're supposed to live your life, because nothing's guaranteed for any of us, and you might as well do it the right way while you're here.
Coach, 15 hits, 13 runs. You wish you could bottle that and carry that to the weekend, but can you tell me guys anything? Or?
I think the guys are having some fun up there at the plate tonight, and we had some really good at bats. Especially early in the game, some really good at bats in the clutch, and it'd be nice to see that continue to carry into the weekend. But of course, this weekend we'll be facing SEC pitching, weekend pitching, and it'll be much more challenging than what we dealt with tonight. So, this was fun tonight. The kids played the game. We ran the bases a lot. It was a fun game for them. Now it's time to turn our attention to Ole Miss.
A little first inning of love, to kind of settle it down after Nate and Alt kind of scuffled a little bit. What you see from them?
Yeah, they both did a nice job. O'Shea came in, got the one-hitter out, and then the next inning had a pretty clean inning, and Parker did a nice job, and I thought the whole bullpen really did a nice job after we got to that point in the game. So I thought that was really key. Honestly, what you do is you're standing there with Alan Dunn and we're counting innings, trying to get through the ball game, and fortunately we didn't have to use Joe Broussard at all tonight, so he's well rested and be ready to go on Thursday.